Coronation Street puts every parent's worst nightmare on screen as Shona Platt and David Platt try to stay strong while their daughter Baby Harper is rushed to hospital for critical surgery, unaware that danger is much closer to home than they realize. What should have been a joyful and hopeful time for the couple quickly turned heartbreaking when doctors discovered their unborn daughter had developed a cancerous growth on her neck. The only treatment involved a risky operation that could threaten Shona's life, forcing the pair into an agonizing decision. Despite the fear and uncertainty, they stood together and chose to continue with the pregnancy. Harper was born not long after the devastating Corrie crash. As if their ordeal wasn't already overwhelming, a manipulative figure has quietly worked her way into their lives, Shona's half-sister, Jodie Ramsey. Harper's health struggles didn't end with her birth. Arriving prematurely, she needed specialist neonatal care and a planned operation on March 4th to remove the tumor. Jodie appeared at a time when Shona was most vulnerable, offering support and comfort to the family, or so it seemed. In truth, Jodie harbors deep resentment. She blames Shona for leaving home as a teenager and abandoning her with their abusive father. Although Shona had little choice back then, Jodie refuses to see it that way. Determined to replace her sister, Jodie quietly works to undermine her. She fills the head of Lily Platt with doubts about Shona's parenting while constantly seeking opportunities to grow closer to David. So far, Jodie has hidden her true motives behind an elaborate web of lies that would even impress Tracy Barlow. She convinced the family she had escaped an abusive relationship, even attending a domestic abuse support group simply to make her story believable. The reality is far more mysterious. Jodie was actually discovered fleeing from the back of a van linked to Graham Foster, a notorious villain from Emmerdale, during the Corrie crash. Whatever her past, it's clear she poses a serious threat, and helping care for Harper is just another way to secure her place within the Platt family. With Harper's operation drawing near, Shona and David are consumed by worry for their daughter, completely unaware of Jodie's hidden agenda. As medical staff prepare Harper for surgery, Jodie encourages the extended family to come to the hospital for support. But panic strikes when Shona and David learn their baby has suffered a minor bleed. Emotions run high, and an overwhelmed David lashes out, ordering everyone to leave. Before going, Jodie seizes the moment to comfort him with a lingering embrace. On her way out, a new mother mistakenly assumes Jodie is Harper's parent and that David is her partner. Whether Jodie corrects the misunderstanding remains to be seen. Later, Shona and David step out to face anxious relatives waiting for news, but the question on everyone's mind remains the same. Did Harper's operation succeed? Fans of Coronation Street have been left stunned after discovering the real age of Vicky Myers, who plays Lisa Swain. The actress became widely recognized after taking on the role of the determined detective in 2021, when the character first appeared while investigating the assault case involving Amy Barlow, played by Elle Mulvaney. Since then, Lisa has grown into one of the show's key figures and a firm favorite among viewers. Over the past year in particular, the detective has been at the center of several major storylines. From cracking serious criminal cases to facing suspicion herself, life in Weatherfield has been anything but calm. Away from work, Lisa shares parenting duties for her daughter Betsy Swain with her former partner Becky Swain, portrayed by Amy Cudden. Romance has also played a big part in her journey, as Lisa rekindled a relationship with longtime resident Carla Connor, played by Allison King. Their relationship hasn't been without challenges, with Becky previously creating tension between them. However, after Becky was eventually arrested for her actions, Lisa and Carla found their way back to each other, much to fans' delight. The couple are now set to tie the knot later this year in April, according to Daily Star. Away from the drama of the Cobbles, Vicky recently celebrated a major personal milestone that surprised many followers. Sharing the news on social media, she greeted turning 50 with a cheerful message, leaving fans amazed at her age. Her co-stars were quick to send their love, including Sally Carmen Dutine, who shared a heartfelt birthday tribute praising the bright future ahead. Coronation Street favorite Jenny Connor, played by Sally Ann Matthews, has spoken out about how she believes the long-running soap can be saved, while firmly rejecting recent claims about its future direction. Jenny is one of the show's most iconic figures, first appearing in 1986 as the foster daughter of Rita Tanner, portrayed by Barbara Knox. Her dramatic early years included the arrival of her biological father, Alan Bradley, played by Mark Eden, whose unforgettable death beneath a tram in Blackpool remains one of the soap's most famous moments. Jenny later returned to Weatherfield after years away and became central to a string of powerful storylines, including the tragic loss of her baby, the kidnapping of Kevin Webster's son, her marriage to Johnny Connor, played by Richard Hawley, and his shocking sinkhole death. She also became landlady of the famous Rover's Return before losing everything following a failed scheme with stepdaughter Daisy Midgley, played by Charlotte Jordan. The character departed last October, heading to Tenerife in a quiet exit. Matthews believes that kind of character-driven storytelling, emotional but grounded, is what the show is currently missing. Her comments come after Ian McLeod, ITV's executive producer for continuing drama, spoke about modernizing both Coronation Street and Emmerdale to compete with streaming platforms such as Netflix. He suggested evolving the visual style, experimenting with new formats like short digital dramas, and developing additional content linked to existing characters to attract younger viewers. Matthews strongly disagrees with further changes. Speaking to The Mirror, she argued the show has drifted too far from its original identity, becoming overly dependent on crime plots and police-led drama. She explained that even during filming, familiar sets such as the cabin were sometimes unavailable because space was being used for hospital and police station scenes. According to her, many cast and crew have heard similar complaints from viewers who feel disconnected from the characters and overwhelmed by procedural storylines. While audience research reportedly shows strong demand for dramatic twists, crime plots, and non-linear storytelling influenced by true crime content, Matthews questions whether that reflects real viewers' preferences. In her view, traditional soaps worked because audiences deeply understood the characters and how they would respond in everyday situations. Now she feels the narrative focus has shifted away from personality-driven drama. She also argued that viewers looking for specific genres already have alternatives. Police drama fans can watch Line of Duty, while medical drama audiences can turn to ER. For her, soaps should stay true to their unique appeal: community, relationships, and character-led storytelling. Matthews acknowledged that the program remains hugely important to ITV, delivering major ratings and playing a vital role in the broadcaster's schedule. But she believes its strength lies in embracing what it has always been, a soap rather than chasing trends. She also reflected on her personal decision to leave. Each year when her contract came up, she asked herself whether she still enjoyed the work. Eventually, she realized she no longer felt challenged or inspired and chose to move on. Now she has taken on a new role as Patricia, a bold and chaotic shop manager in Here and Now, the Steps musical, a project she says brings the fun and excitement she felt had been missing. The musical features the music of Steps, and Matthews revealed her long-standing love of the group even helped lead to her casting, thanks to support from Claire Richards. After years on the cobbles, she's now embracing something completely different, and most importantly, something she truly enjoys. Coronation Street is shown on weekday evenings at 8:30 p.m. on ITV1, and episodes are also available to stream on ITVX.